What's going on, guys? My name is Daniel, also known as JU3X, and this is going to be the fourth?
Correct, fourth.
The fourth talk show.
Is there...
So, I have, as you can tell, we have Lethal here.
Obviously.
And we also have, yeah, he's been on all the other ones. But this time, it's not just me and him. We also have Wolf here.
Finally, an extra guest.
Yeah, which we have been trying to set this up for a good couple hours.
Yeah, it's been
but
a couple of hours.
His computer is trash. He has a computer. He's just waiting on a cord to come in so that he can be able to run his face and get all that set up. But anytime we tried to use his webcam on his computer that he has set up right now, it lagged. So we're just going to have his voice in. And I'll probably put up a picture of him and just say, like, in a call with or something. But you guys see that right now. Anyway, so, Lethal, you guys hear him. Wolf,
hello.
Say what's up, dude.
What's up?
Alrighty, so, first things first, I want to introduce everybody. If you haven't seen any of the other talk shows or haven't been keeping up with JU3X Gaming, we have Lethal here, and I'll go ahead and let him introduce himself.
So I'm JU3X Lethal / Tommy, I guess everybody calls me. Not really. Everybody calls me. I'm JU3X Lethal. I'm the co-owner currently. I basically handle everything in JU3X.
And then also we have, like I said, we have Wolf here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, y'all? My name's Wolfie. Nobody doesn't know, who I am. I'm just starting out. I am HR Human Resources, JU3X Lethal. Even though the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? You know what? This is what I'm about to do. We're about to cut that part out right there. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
We're definitely keeping that part in.
All right, but yeah, basically, I'm a director of human resources of JU3X.
Yeah. All right. So, if you guys obviously, you may know Lethal, but you guys obviously don't know Wolfie because he is brand new, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, so we just picked him up yesterday, which was the 30th, July 30th, because I have to specify these things because I don't know when this video is going to be posted. But
yeah,
because the last talk show, it took me a week apparently to upload it from when we recorded it, but it's it's whatever. So we picked him up yesterday, July 30th, and put him as HR.
And by the way, if you see us looking down, me or Toxic, we're just looking at our phones because we're talking in a call.
Yeah, so I have, like you seen in the last episode of the talk show. If you haven't seen that, click on the card in the top right. But down here is my phone, which we're all three on a Discord call, and I have headphones in. That's how we're communicating. And then we all three are recording. Wolfie's recording through Audacity, his voice, and then me and Lethal are recording through OBS. And then also, if you see me look over here, this is something we didn't do last time, but I actually have notes over here on my computer. So if you see me look over here, that's why. But yeah. So, real quick, there's been some changes with management. And we'll also go over some management openings that we have. But I'm going to go ahead and explain if you follow our Twitter especially, you've probably seen a whole bunch of tweets that's like, congratulations to this person, he's now vice president. Congratulations to this person, he's now vice president. And y'all are like, what the heck? Like, how many vice presidents are you going to go through? So what happened is I personally, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I have went away for at least a month, for probably about a month, and it's just things like, I mean, I'm not a person to make excuses, but the biggest thing that I will say, the biggest reason why I haven't been gaming or on Discord or anything, and I told him this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lethal, but I said I'm fixing to get a motorcycle. Like, I'm saving up for a motorcycle. I'm this close. Once I get a motorcycle, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Until I get on the game again, because I'm gonna be out and I'm gonna be enjoying the thing. And I did get a motorcycle, so I've been that's pretty much the main thing. There are other things that goes into it, but it doesn't matter. So what happened? The reason why I'm telling you this is because I haven't been on Discord. I haven't been, playing Fortnite, whatever. So everything just fell apart. JU3X completely fell apart.
Yeah.
And it to be honest, I think it's a good thing, because now I know how I need to structure this management. So right now I'm trying to build a foundation for our management team where we don't have to rely on each other. So obviously, since JU3X fell apart when I was gone, that just tells me that the management relied on me too much. So what ended up happening is Assault, he was the vice president. He ended up leaving, he went to a different organization.
Yeah.
And then Lethal, he ended up becoming super inactive.
Yeah,
and he went through a phase where he says that he has been thinking about life and stuff.
I've been thinking about life more.
Yeah, which I understand. It's okay. So he became inactive. Assault left. That left us with nobody in high management spots, with me not being active as well. So everybody became inactive, which, I mean, we already had inactivity problems. Even when I was me, Lethal, and Assault were there, we had an inactivity problem.
Yeah, nobody was doing anything, even with contracts at that time. But that's a difference.
Yeah, and so what had happened was I eventually came back, and I got on Discord, and I was like, "What's up, everybody?" Nobody responded. I was like, "What the heck is happening? Like, what's going on?" Because especially Lethal, like I would have never thought that Lethal would have became inactive.
Because I'm so dedicated to it. I don't know. It was just out of it at that point.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I seen it on Discord or if I seen it on Twitter, but I seen Assault had this other organization. I'm not gonna name them, but he had the other organization's name in front of Assault, where he would usually have JU3X Assault. He had blank Assault. So yeah, I was like, what happened? So I contacted him, and he let me know, like, this is what happened. And so when I saw that, I called Lethal on the phone. I was like, all right, Assault's not in JU3X apparently anymore.
Yeah.
You're now the vice president. So I announced on Twitter, I was like, okay, JU3X Lethal, congratulations, he's the vice president. And then he hasn't really communicated with us since that day. And so I was like, okay, he's not doing anything. I guess he doesn't want to be a part of us. I tried to contact him, and he hasn't really responded. So I then contacted somebody on Twitter that I found that I kicked out before because of reasons. I'm not going to go into that right now.
Yeah.
But I kicked him out before. But that was last year. That was I think it was April of 2018.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so I kicked him out because of reasons. Like I said, I'm not going to go into it. But since it was so long ago, I'm like, okay, let's see if he wants to become vice president. We'll build this thing back up, get it running. And so I contacted him. He was all for it. He was super excited. I could tell the energy. Like, have you guys ever like read a text and just could tell like the energy coming from?
Yeah.
That's basically, I could really tell that he really wanted to do it. And I told him, all right, you're vice president. Everything was going good. We had a meeting and we discussed it. I then announced it on Twitter. I was like, okay, he's now the vice president. And then a day or two later, for some reason, have no idea why, but he literally left our Discord and blocked me on Twitter. Like, there was no notice,
Nothing.
no reasoning behind it. He left the Discord and blocked me on Twitter. I have no idea, and I haven't talked to him since then, which, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. But anyway, so this is just me explaining all the Twitter posts. So that was Ark.
Yeah.
And then I then finally got back in touch with Lethal. Now, after Ark left and blocked me on Twitter, I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I thought about just ending it, maybe just focusing more on law enforcement, which is what I'm going into. So I was thinking about just focusing more on that, focusing more on work. But deep inside, I felt as if I wanted. I'm not ready to give up Jukes. I want to get this thing back up and going. So Lethal finally got back in touch with me. He told me everything. He was like, I was just thinking more about life and whatever else he said. But he then told me that he's ready to start. And
I just didn't. I don't know what got into me. I just couldn't. I didn't feel like doing anything at that point. But when it comes to now, I'm 100% willing to be ready for anything at this point.
Yeah, and that's what he told me in the text. So I'm like, okay, so let's make this happen.
Yeah, and Toxic. And it was funny, Toxic, because you texted me on or you sent me a message on Xbox, and I don't remember what you said, but so are you out of Jukes or something? I said, did you see Discord? Because it was 2 days after you texted me or DM'd me on Discord that I sent you a message back that I was ready, but you didn't see it. I think it was like the 26th or 28th or something. You texted me like 2 days ago, or you talked to me like 2 days ago.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I texted him on Xbox, asked him, so is he leaving and whatever, and then I seen the Discord message. But that's when I contacted him on Discord. We got in a call, and I was like, all right, look, this is what I'm thinking. Let's build up the management so that they don't have to rely on us so much, that if we wanted to go on vacation, we could go on vacation without worrying about everybody going inactive. So that's our goal right now. But yesterday, July 30th, we actually ended up finding chief operating officer, which ended up being somebody else that got. Actually, no. Well, he's been in and out of Jukes a couple times in the past. He's been with us for a long time, but he's been in and out. There's been times that he got kicked out, and we let him back in. And then most recently he left, and that was at least a year, probably more, when he left. But we got back in touch with him and straightened everything out and made him the chief operating officer. And then we went into a Fortnite game. Me and Lethal, we were playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna invite everybody on
Let's find some managers. I'm just gonna invite everybody online on my friends list. And that's where Wolfie came in. He joined the party. And first of all, Wolfie, so I don't even remember when we met. He thinks that it was probably on Infinite Warfare.
Because he's on my friends.
It was probably on Infinite Warfare when we met.
Yeah, it was actually when was it IW? I think it was. Me and my friend were actually playing 2v2s and on Emoji we were playing game battles. And
game battles? Okay.
We was actually yeah, you guys actually smoked us because my friend was actually trash. Like he was horrible. I'm just gonna say this right now.
Smoked you? That's a surprise.
I ain't gonna lie. We were no. That's not a surprise. We were good at Infinite Warfare. Now, if it was World War II and we smoked him, that would have been a problem.
Yeah, I was pretty good in IW.
I liked Infinite Warfare. It was pretty cool. But
dude, Infinite Warfare was a good game.
It was just like.
And if you guys gonna hate on Infinite Warfare, you haven't played it. You didn't play it.
Let's say the competitive part was good for sure. I liked the competitive part. 100%. But
yeah, I loved Infinite Warfare competitively.
I just didn't like the flying stuff. Like it's not really my type. I liked it when it first came
honestly,
out. Like AW.
I think that's just what made the game how I liked it. The competitive flow of it just made it how I liked it.
So Wolfie, so when I invited you, what was going through your mind? Anything? Was it
At
like,
first,
what does this kid want?
At first, I was like, okay, he's invited me to a party. As I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, I'm like, okay, he's probably wanting to, like, I don't know, play some Fortnite probably. I don't know. And uh, at first he was like, you want to be like a manager or something? I was like, or he's like, at first you said, do you have any experience in any type of organization? And I was like, a tiny bit, because I tried to be a competitive player for so long. It did not go my way at all. I just,
Yeah.
I had so much dedication into it, put so much time into it that it all just went away after so much time and effort just being put into losing 24/7.
That's
So
what happened with us, but also
yeah,
Age Limit as well.
and it sucks as well, like especially going like through high school and going to school and then coming home and doing the competitive and all that stuff. It kind of just wore me out, and
Yeah.
then I started actually about 4 or 5 months ago. I just joined an organization for marketing, and that didn't go through that well, but I learned a lot of stuff from it. In
Yeah.
my opinion, I learned a lot of stuff from it, and just organization wise. And then I said I had a little bit of some organization type of time into it, and you just asked me if I wanted to join, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect anybody to join because when I look at my friends list, people that I haven't talked to for
Yeah.
over a year, because I mean, if it's Infinite Warfare, we're almost on a whole nother Call of Duty.
Almost on Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare. Yeah, so you had the whole Black Ops 4 season, and then you had all of World War II season. So over a year.
Oh yeah.
Somebody I haven't talked to in over a year. I don't know who the heck they are. I don't know if they're a squeaker. I didn't expect anybody to join. And
I would say there was a
become a
lot of
manager,
people
really.
that joined. There was like at least at the time there was like
Yeah,
10 people. And
yeah, there
there was a lot of people in my party.
I invited a lot of my friends too, and
Mm.
there was like 14 people at one point in our party.
Yeah, that was a hectic party. And then somebody joined that I know in real life, and I was like,
Who are you?
who's this kid? So yeah, so I invited Wolfie. He ended up joining, and he told us that he had all this marketing experience, and I'm like, huh, we need a marketing director, but we need to fill up the higher management spot before we go into
So me and
into
Toxic
those others.
just DM'd each other talking about it, and we just came up.
Yeah, and so we decided to put him on for HR. So now we have a chief operating officer, and we have human resources, and then obviously owner, and Lethal
Mhm.
being the co-owner. Which, by the way, vice president, president, we changed the name from president to owner and vice president to co-owner. I just
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't like the vibe of president and vice president. I don't like the name of the title, so we changed the name of the title, which isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm done talking. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Austin and let him talk
Austin
about
or
something.
Wolf.
Wolfie. You call me. Y'all can call me whatever. I don't really care. But if y'all see me out in the open, y'all better call me Wolfie. All right, that's all I gotta say.
All right.
All right. So there are some management spots open. You have to be a general manager or assistant general manager. You have to be in the organization for at least a year, or you have to have the trust of me, Lethal or Toxic, or whoever
Yeah.
else is higher up, because we're not just gonna let you in and just let you become a general manager or assistant general manager. That's not how it really works. You kind of gotta work your way up.
Yeah, it would be off because if we actually did that, we wouldn't know if we could trust them or not, and how they acted with our other members and how they talked to other members. I'm sure the other members would have let us know, but still, you just don't want to take the chance.
Yeah, and for everybody that is going to be coming in to the organization, I'm going to be looking at everybody, like for sure, everybody. Like everybody that new that comes in, I'm going to be I wouldn't, be like, watching them, but like see how they react with other players, how they're doing, if they have enough confidence to put in the time and the effort into the organization and for, competitive or just for, management spots. Like, you have to have
Yeah.
the dedication to do this, and you can't just, join, and then
Have-
once you join, just not do anything at all. Like you have
Yeah,
to put
and
dedication into it.
and not be active in Discord or like we've dealt. This is our biggest issue with Jukes is activeness. We have not had many members be active, including me for the past few months. But I'm trying to turn that back up. That's our big issue of Jukes.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If any of you guys are interested in joining and you want to join, what I believe Wolfie is gonna explain that. Or
Yeah, so
one of the two.
in the video in the description, there should be a application, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so we'll put an application or the application link in the description. So if any of you guys are interested and you want to join, I'm not gonna lie, inactivity has been a huge problem for us in the past. So with this new management team that we're building, we're gonna really crack
Strict.
down on it.
Yeah, we're gonna be more strict.
Yeah, we're gonna be really. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna be really strict on inactivity,
And-
making sure that
And
everybody.
like requirements to join, we don't want to be strict about that either. But to be active, we are going to be strict about that for sure because like they keep saying they have problems with it, and I want to help them out. I want to be dedicated to an actual organization. I've been wanting to do
Yeah.
this since I was a kid. So, and right now is a good opportunity for me to help out. Really, the last thing is that we are not contracting. We're not putting anybody under a contract right now. Just because of the fact that we don't have lawyers, we're not really getting a lot of money or ourselves through any type of sponsors or anything like that. So
Yeah.
we can't put anybody under contract right now. But if you are making money off of game battles or just any type of Fortnite tournaments or Call of Duty tournaments, whatever we're having, that's your money. We can't legally take that money. So that's the other thing I want to put out.
Now
So we get
once,
contracts, and then everything
Yes.
changes then.
yeah, once we do get all that set up, then there would be definitely a difference. As of now, yeah, we don't have any contracts.
Yeah, and so, the reason for him telling you guys that is because if you follow the link in the description to fill out an application, it's gonna show you all the responsibilities you'll have as that position and all the requirements, and for most of them they say you must sign a contract. But like he said, right now we're not worried about contracts, so don't let that be something that keeps you from joining. As well as what he was saying earlier, the requirement for how long you have to be in Jukes. Some of the positions, except for the chief financial officer, just because chief financial officer, they're dealing with money, so they have to be really trusted.
Yeah.
So that we're gonna be more you should be in Jukes for this amount of time. But pretty much for the other ones, we're not gonna be so strict on. So don't let that be something that keeps you as well.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, go ahead.
So we're starting once we do get the positions that we were just talking about, like the GM and the assistant GM and the CFO. Once we get all of those positions filled, then we'll start our community back up, which we had for a year and a half or so, and we shut it down just for the fact that nothing was getting done, and our focus to that wasn't really helping Jukes at all. And but now, since we're just going through a refresh right now and trying to fix Jukes back up to what we were years ago, and how we can change Jukes. So we're going to be starting the community up soon once we do that.
So we had a policy where everyone had to submit clips.
Yeah.
I believe they had to submit 5 clips per month.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is because really Jukes Gaming is an esports organization. So our main focus should be sending esports teams to events and, things like that. However, since we had this community,
We can focus.
and we had inactivity problems with managers and things like that, us, as in me, Lethal, Assault, when he was here, we had to
decide.
We
on
had to
something.
really do
Yeah, we had to.
community management.
Yeah, because we since our community managers weren't really working out at the time, we had to get rid of them and just start fresh at that point. But now we've started fresh again. I think we're just gonna bring the community back and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, we might have to drop it again, but we probably won't, since we're gonna have a whole new management.
So when we start getting people in, once we have our management team filled up, we'll start looking for members, and then like people to be in the different teams inside of the community. So once we start getting teams and things like that, and members, we're gonna go ahead and have them submit clips so that we can do monthly montages like we started in the past, and we're gonna make sure that happens and it stays consistent. But we had a policy before. I know I mentioned it in the last talk show, where members had to submit so many clips before they could join, and then we would do like an introducing montage and things like that with them. But until we start getting a couple teams at least and start really kicking things off with the community, we're not going to require people to submit clips just to be recruited. But when they're in Jukes, they're going to have to submit clips for the monthly montage.
Yeah, and then once we do have those set teams and people that we have enough people, then we will start doing the introducing montages once we do have a certain set of people.
Alrighty, so I think that wraps everything up for me. Anybody else have anything else to?
Yeah, so I think I wanted to talk about our goals as of this year again, since we've already gone through. I wouldn't say heartbreak, but we've gone through a few things since our last talk show. So we're trying to recoup and figure out what our goals can be and will be for this year coming up. What I would say is wouldn't mind maybe next year trying to get a team out to a small event, whatever it may be, a Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever it is that we can send them out to. I want to try to do that. And what I want to say is real quick is one thing is that we have a Discord. If you are a fan or you want to join Jukes and you can't figure out a way, even though we have a link in the description to join, if you can't figure that out, then we do have a Discord, Jukes Gaming Discord, that you can join, or Jukes Nation Discord, my bad. Jukes Nation. Jukes Nation Discord that you can join and figure out how to join. And if you aren't trying to join, then you could just be a fan in our Discord and talk to us.
Yeah,
And I'll put the links in the description for that.
But saying the only way like you can get a hold of me on like the fan page is if you at me. That's the only way you can get a hold of me anyways, you have to at me myself. You can't just, post something.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk to us, then just add us or just try to DM us and we might answer or might not.
But say my Twitter DMs are always open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also all the links that you guys need are in the description, but the Jukes Gaming Twitter, those DMs are always open. So, and eventually we'll have a whole staff team to
take care of
just focused on Twitter and Facebook, things like that.
And also,
but like I said, all of our social media is down in the description.
Also, guys, don't forget to rep us, to rep us.
Yeah, Wolfie.
Hey, listen.
What are you doing?
Look, you see my hoodie?
Listen, right now in the
Hang
Discord. Listen, I don't have a hoodie yet. All right, I gotta get one. Next one, I'll be repping one, I promise.
Yeah,
Okay.
But if you guys want to go check that out, we also have that in the description as well. Check out our stuff.
All right, but yeah, so that's pretty much all I have. Tommy, you got anything else?
No, sir. I think I got everything out of the way. Wolfie, what you got? What you got for us? You got something else?
That's it for me.
So, I guess it's gonna wrap up this talk show. if you guys enjoyed. Also, I'm having to edit all of this. So if any of you guys are an editor and you edit with a semi-professional editing software, I ain't talking no Windows Live Movie Maker. I ain't talking no iPhone iMovie. I'm talking maybe Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas, something like that. Something somewhat professional. If you guys have any experience in that and you want to join as an editor, let me know down in the comments or hit us up on Twitter or something like that. Yeah, so this is going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the links that you need to know is down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video that I'm in. I don't know if I'm going to be in the next one, but I'll see you guys whenever I see you. All right,
and
peace.
Wolfie might
Peace,
see
y'all.
But
You have made it to the end of the video. What's up, Jukes Nation? My name is Daniel, and I am the president/owner of Jukes Gaming, and I want to personally thank you all for tuning in and visiting the Jukes Gaming YouTube channel. I want to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.tv. Also join our Jukes Nation fan Discord server to interact with members and be the first to receive important information on Jukes Gaming. Also check out our apparel at jukesgaming.fwscart.com, where you can get sweet merch like this Jukes Gaming sticker, this Jukes Gaming logo card decal, this nice Jukes Clan t-shirt, as well as things like a Jukes Gaming mouse pad. So make sure you go. All the links are down in the description. Jukes up.